Probably should have looked it up before I started my video, but I can't remember who said the only things certain in life are death and taxes. Well, if you're doing real estate, at some point, if you've held it long enough, you're going to be expected to pay taxes. So what I want to talk to you about today is what's known as the 1031. Now, before you turn this off, this actually applies to you if you're looking to build any kind of a real estate empire through rental properties or any kind of real estate investment. The 1031 is simply a provision with the tax code that says if you sell one property so that you can buy another one, the money you made on the first one could roll into the second one and not be exposed to taxes today. It's not an avoidance of taxes. We are deferring the taxes because frankly, y'all, if you pay capital gains every time you buy and sell something, you're not going to have anything left. And it's going to be hard for you to be a part of creating housing, creating income streams, and being a really productive member of your community. So we're going to take the gains off of one property, put it into the next one. Now, one day when you're 75 years old and you want to sell the last property, well, that's the point at which you will pay the capital gains on the property. So for those of y'all that love paying the government taxes, let's be honest, you're not watching my channel. If you're watching my channel, you're trying to figure out how to be really smart with your real estate. So you should also know that 1031 exchanges are most often used by people like me and like you, the regular investors out in the world. It's not giant hedge fund money. This is not Wall Street money. This is your neighbors who are actually the ones who create affordable rental options, because we know that most of the affordable rentals in the country are held by neighbors as mom and pop kind of investments. A 1031 allowed somebody like me. I had a single family rental house, had great tenants in it. They paid for years. Well, with the changes in the market, the house was worth a lot of money. So I took that property and sold it. And the money that I had made, my capital gains on the property, I moved into an 8-plex. So I bought an 8-unit apartment building using that money. Well, I'll pay taxes on it one day in the future, but for now, it allowed me to go from providing housing for one family to providing housing for 8 families. That's the beauty of the 1031. It allows you to utilize your gains to their fullest so that you can do great things. Now, you should know it applies real estate to real estate. So I wasn't going to sell that house and then go buy a Corvette. I wouldn't anyway. It's not a Ford product, but you can't do that. You can sell a house and buy a duplex. You could sell a house and buy an 8-plex like I did. Now, you also can't apply a 1031 exchange to your primary residence. This is for investment real estate. Now, if you're so complicated right now and so confused that you don't really know which end this up, call a realtor, because we're the ones who also don't just help you buy and sell using a 1031. We're the reason we still have one, because we do a lot of political advocacy work. And the work that we do is to handle really boring, non-sexy policy things like the 1031 exchange so that you, my neighbor, can buy and sell real estate and create for yourself some financial stability for the future. It's good stuff. So I'll be glad to help you if you're in the Charlotte area, but if you're somewhere else, just ask that realtor, hey, did you help me keep a 1031, and make sure that they're involved in the protection process and make sure they know what they're talking about. And also, of course, leave a comment below. And if you're a tax expert, that's great. I'm not a tax expert. I forgot to leave my little asterisks on there. I'm not a tax professional. Call your tax lawyer or CPA for more details. In the meantime, I'll see you around.